Hey, so I have all my clips ready to go, and I basically am just testing to see how this is going to look once I put it all together. So yeah, I basically figured out how I need to have the spacing of my format here, because it basically is the best I can get with most of the clips I have. It works kind of weirdly the best with Avatar, just based on the
You
fact
two must
that
not be from.
it's, 4 by 3 because 2003. So I can't really do a whole lot with the background as much, just based on the fact that I look weird if I'm in the middle like this. And also, I want to kind of keep myself down here anyway, because once I get done with Avatar, with all the other ones, for example. Holy shit, that's loud. Maybe I gotta adjust my volume. Oh yeah, that's definitely what it is. I had like 60% volume. There we go. Yeah, so like you can basically see like if I was in the middle, I'd be blocking a little bit more. Down in the corner is the best I really can do, I think. And yeah, like basically this is kind of how oh, well, the sizing is a little off with these because I need to adjust them ahead of time. I have it adjusted for Avatar since that's where I'm starting, and since I'm gonna be recording it in clips based on each property itself, I'll adjust it before I get to the other ones, because, yeah, like these are in actual HD. And I do conveniently realize that based on the parts with the video games I'm doing, I do kind of cover the watermarks people used for the scenes. I feel a little bad about that, but at the same time, like, what else can I do, really?
Because we want to. We're not.
Yeah. So, because, like, basically, as you can see, it's, oh, well, you can't really see it because it's, the sizing is not adjusted. There we go. Yeah, like, if it was at the right pace, you would see right there's a watermark from the video I got this from. I figure out, like, at least, if not directly reference the channels I got the Xenoblade and Metaphor footage from in the video presentation, I'll at least maybe, I don't know, I'll have to see if I need to like credit them in the video itself or if I should do it in the paper. I'd mention the video just because I actually am using the clips from it. But yeah, I basically was like, I can't go through the entirety of these like 120-hour long JRPGs again to get these specific scenes, so I was like, I just gotta use clips I saw on YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working with. And
Steven! I've been worried about you.
yeah, see, because again, I feel I'm out of place here if I'm up here in the middle here, so that's the background. So yeah, I gotta be like more down here. Also, let me adjust this volume while I'm just testing stuff to see what it looks like.
Glowing?
Oh, am I?
What's happening to your face?
Yeah, Steven the Searcher
Why?
gets
What's
really
wrong with my
wild.
face?
Yeah. Freeze frame. Sorry, Steven. But yeah, that's where I'm at here with this. I added some more scenes than I thought I was going to in some ways, because like in some cases I was like I kind of need 4 instead of just 3. Lord of the Rings and Avatar have 6 each, which makes sense because it's like I'm covering 2 characters in particular in those, with Zuko and Iroh in Avatar and Frodo and Sam in Lord of the Rings. I guess I'm kind of technically doing 2 characters in Sonic 3 and Xenoblade because I'm talking about Shadow and N as well as Sonic and Noah, but it's more focused on Sonic and Noah in particular. But I was like, I had to put like stars for like, it's basically because I'm like, oh, these are cases of like, here's the protagonist who has a helpful, supportive friend group and found family who makes the right choices, and then Shadow and N are the opposite, where they kind of like, in Shadow's case, circumstances lead him down a bad path, and he kind of does it himself. I used to joke about how you can't spell incel without the letter N. Watching some of the scenes I picked in particular, he kind of still has that incel energy, especially. Like, Whoa. Whoa.
What? They were
Come on.
superfluous for us Mobius living in the now.
Yeah, he really reads like he's a white supremacist.
Lives wouldn't have existed without me.
Yeah. This fucking guy. So yeah. Currently I have the clips I want.
Hey, thanks for not telling them that I'm...
A Grimwalker?
Yep. So yeah. Believe I am ready to record the video later after I have lunch. I'm doing it in pieces, like I said, based on each property, and then basically I will figure out how to splice them all together because it's easier for me to have the individual parts per property recorded as 7 pieces than trying to do it all in one go, because that would be a nightmare of a video, basically. I gotta remember which of my thumb buttons on my mouse is switching like that. I keep pressing the wrong one. Right. Yes. So yeah, that's basically. Obviously, this is how I would look when I'm watching the scene, and like maybe pausing it to add a little bit of stuff in context for like, especially stuff like Xenoblade in particular, because there's a lot of shit in Xenoblade that is like you would have no idea what the fuck is going on if I don't try to explain a little, which is a thing I tried to avoid doing it too much in the paper, but at the same time I was like, I really can't articulate what's going on here without trying to explain the story a little. Most of them I don't. Like, I didn't have to explain Lord of the Rings because it's fucking Lord of the Rings. Like, Steven Universe and Owl House I kind of just gave base ground information about the setting. Sonic I didn't have to explain because, again, I assume most people know who Sonic the goddamn Hedgehog is. So it was mostly like, yeah, like Xenoblade and Metaphor are ones I kind of had to explain more just because it's like, you know, what's going on here with these, with this bat guy and this elf lady and this kind of human looking dude with horns and a fairy.
It's never about the money.
And then
They deserve to die.
hi Joanna. Yeah, and then the fucking demon baby. I kind of have to explain the demon baby, I feel. Yeah. Yeah, the demon baby covered in blood. Yeah, I kind of have to probably explain what the fuck is going on in Metaphor a little.
She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
In truth, I know this woman's pain all too well.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. It feels weird to be like, I feel like I'm already ready to do the video, but at the same time, I'm on track with what I basically had planned. Like, I kind of like rearranged a little bit to wanting to do this before I revised the paper itself. Just based on the fact that I knew this was going to take a little bit more effort in general, and also, like, I have a little bit more wiggle room for the revision. It's more that I knew I would not really have as much time to try to do the video, even like during this upcoming weekend, because I have to do my midterm for my other class, as well as on Thursday or Friday I have to do my like 3rd of 4 responses that are graded for my other class. And then it kind of just all pops off where it's like after I'm done with those, the 4th response is due basically right after, and then we're doing our group project on rom-coms. And then that's already leading us into April when I need to be focused a lot more on doing my final project of examining, again, trying very much on my shit with kind of like stuff like this, where my project with the media class is going to be me examining the wall market section of Final Fantasy VII Remake, because there's a lot of direct intentional choices there that really stick out in a lot of ways, of like the sexualization of characters, the ways that wall market has been changed between the 1997 original and the 2020 remake, that is like intended to try to hide what wall market really is like. And I found it's very interesting that I was like so many points where I was like, my actions here are kind of going against what Cloud himself says in terms of like what he views as being correct. And so I was like, I wonder if that's just an interesting thing to talk about in terms of like player agency, where you can basically make the main character do something otherwise. But yeah, and then basically once I'm done with that, I have to do my like however long the final project for the legal theory class is going to be. And at some point, I know I will have to do probably a third revision of the capstone. Or I guess second revision of the capstone. But basically, yep, that's where I'm at. And I kind of didn't have many other opportunities to try to do this than now, so I kind of had to just focus on getting this done. So yeah, gonna be weird, and I'm gonna have to probably pause a good amount of times to cry a little because I was crying getting clips. You know, like for instance.
Steven's here to help! Steven's here to help! Steven's here to help!
What is going on?
Yeah, obviously, I need to obviously not scrub through the videos while I'm playing them. Yeah, this entire scene of them all hugging Monster Steven to show him that they're with him and supportive, and even just.
I've always just followed orders.
Oh. Oh, I missed it again. Yeah, that. Yeah, going through this again and getting this shot is like the culmination of Hunter's character arc. Oh boy, I cried so many times watching the finale when it first aired, and yeah, definitely still did going through it again, especially Flapjack. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot. And then also, of course,
Where?
oh, now
I
my
know you must
format's
have
all
mixed feelings about
fucked.
seeing me. But I want you to know, I am so sorry, Uncle. I am so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I can ever make it up to you, but
Yeah. Like, even if you don't know, like, a damn thing about Avatar The Last Airbender, if you see this scene or the Tale of Iroh, I don't see how it's possible to not be crying your eyes out. Because, like, yeah. Yeah. I'll be interested to hear exactly how many times this video presentation makes my mom cry. And also my professors. Because it sure has made me cry a lot writing stuff and then getting these clips, and I'm sure I'm gonna cry a good amount while recording and having to hit pause to be like, I had to take a break. So yeah. This is gonna be fun. Yep. And also it's gonna be an ordeal.